money will enable us to deliver more sessions in Millam, so additional sessions to what we're already providing. It also enables us to deliver high quality youth work, meaning that we've got more youth workers within the youth work pool. Having another additional youth worker will also mean that we can have more young people accessing our sessions. At the minute we're actually limited to how many young people can come in. This will extend our provision further in Millam as well. As well as this, we also will be able to provide more targeted work. Particularly in Millam, we've got an issue with NEET provision where young people don't have access to support with around education, employment and training if they're finding the struggles to get, they're not in school, they're not in training, they're not in employment. So this will help us be able to support those young people.
Well, the funding is important because it's a small scale project, but obviously additional funding, and particularly funding over 2 and 3 year periods, is really quite important to us because it gives us the chance to plan longer term rather than sort of a hand-to-mouth existence.
So for some time now, Millam has had a lack of consistent youth work within Millam. There's been a lot of sports club and there's lots of arts and lots of different things, but there's no specific youth work around open access. Whenever there was a recent survey done for the CAP in Millam, the young people said that they wanted a safe space where they could socialise with their friends. We feel it's important that young people have a safe space where they can socialise with their friends and have access to free activities and opportunities.
The big quality about it is, and the great advantage is, that you're allowing young people to come together in a community setting, in their own community, but it's not in the same way as going to school here. And we don't have a secondary school anymore. We have a primary school. And so a lot of our activity with young people is actually out of the community, so having something within the community that local people can access is really quite important.
So being a youth worker is a very, very unique role. We're totally different to a teacher, social worker, anything else. We are able to work informally with young people, so that means that we can work at their pace and we're guided by them, which is totally unique.
I love being around people. I love making connections with people and relationships, which is a huge part of youth work. I always say that you're either made to be a youth worker or you're not, because I think the first part of a youth worker is actually building up relationships before any of the other stuff comes in.
Well, we're very pro the training, and we've been blessed in the past with having a number of workers who've had degrees in youth work. That hasn't been the case so much in the last few years, and finding training courses beyond level 1 has been quite difficult, if not altogether impossible. So in terms of the individuals, it's an opportunity to learn, it's investment in those people, and consequently it's investment within the project, because if we have level 2 and then level 3 and perhaps even people looking to go on beyond that to do a degree, and they're working within the community, it sends the right message out to everyone. It's constructive, it's positive, it's about doing things well, and if people can see you doing it well and you can prove you're doing it well, then that breeds confidence, and I think people get mileage out of that as a community, that we're actually doing something and doing it properly.
I'm actually really excited about the training because for quite a few years now there's hardly been any not quality training for anybody, and so we have sent Martin because he's been like really loyal and committed with us for over 10 years now, isn't it?
The training is really important because it's going to allow me to fill in any gaps that I've maybe missed while I've been here. It's important to support young people through youth work because they're the future. Hopefully, for the future, I hope to be full-time, running a ton of projects, from just general open sessions for drop-in sessions to art sessions to music sessions.
We feel it's really important that young people have positive role models, and we believe that this is something that our staff are able to provide.
He's wanted to go to uni, but that hasn't been on. So when I heard about this and then emailed it to Martin, it was brilliant because it was a chunky bit of quality training that I knew that he was ready for.
So we currently have 3 staff that are hoping to go on the training, and we really believe that this will help underpin the knowledge that staff already have, and help us to provide the high quality youth work that we always aim to strive to have.